Boom. Facts. What up, what up? So, I feel like most people are still in their human thinking, right? When we understand that we're trying to be supreme beings, feel me? You have to release your humanity. And I used to hear these spiritual teachers say it so much, but losing your sense of humanity and who you think you are and who you're supposed to be on this physical realm is the whole, as they say, it's the whole brick. You feel me? Your mind has to begin to think on a higher level by pushing your thoughts and your energy to higher understandings, higher revelations. You are able to turn yourself from a mortal man, a mortal being, to an immortal deity, right? So I was reading in Hermetica, what's his name? G.S. Mead, I think that's his name. And Hermes is talking to Tat. And Hermes says to Tat, a man cannot indulge in both. You cannot serve two masters, as they say in the biblical scriptures, right? You cannot be lukewarm. You have to go either towards the highest heights, or you're going to keep yourself in your beast nature, which is that 666 energy, which is that ignorance, right? The mark of the beast has always been ignorance. That ignorance is not being aware of yourself, not knowing yourself, being controlled by your habits, being controlled by your impulses. Hermes also tells Tad that when a man finds knowledge of himself, that makes that man God. These is facts. This is page what? Page 33 of the Hermetica. Understand? So when we begin to release trying to be the friend, the family member, or the influencer, whoever you felt like you were in your past, as you grow into your spiritual journey, releasing that human level thinking, that human level emotion, being trapped in the cycle of the zodiac, right? Because we know we have all of the zodiacs within us, our cranial nerves, our 12 disciples, as we are the Christly beings. Understand that this only comes by way of your thinking, because the mind is all and the universe is mental. So truly understand that by way of releasing, by way of releasing those thought patterns, that programming that says, I have to perform a certain way because I am, right? These are egotistic ways of living, of being, of creating, of manifesting. When you're creating from your ego, from your humanity, you are never going to get what you feel like you need to get. Somebody calling me. You are never going to get the manifestation that you think you should get, because you can only manifest from the spirit by thinking on a spiritual level, right? When you're thinking on a human level, you're going to manifest human problems and human shit. So take yourself all the way out of the equation. When you start to project and manifest from a bird's eye view, from on Mount Olympus down to the peasantry level, you're able to see the whole playing field like a quarterback. But when you're thinking from the animalistic level, from your sexuality, from your urges, from your habits, from the opinions of these mindless, soulless beings around you, then you fail yourself. Because this is what traps you in a electromagnetic grid of thoughts, right? The whole plane that we live on is controlled by thoughts and energy and magnetism. So when you change your thoughts, your frequency of your mind to a higher level, you can attract higher level things. We get caught up in our old environment because the people around us have a base level of thoughts, right? When you become the person that thinks outside of that box, then you become the outcast, but that's okay. Use your mind to cultivate your spirituality, to cultivate your manifesting ability, to cultivate your psychic gifts, your clairaudience, your clairgustus, you know what I'm saying? Your clairsentience. Heighten your intuition by way of releasing your human thoughts, your human plight. Saying, I gotta go to college, I gotta get this type of job, I gotta be this type of individual in the streets, I gotta move like this, I gotta wear these clothes, I gotta be on par with the trends. No, step back, live at your own pace, and see where the universal forces are taking you. Once you're able to do this, then you're able to be able to get in that flow and stop blocking your energy centers and your manifestations. Remember, we are light beings having a human experiences. You are a light being trapped inside of a light prism. Feel me? The carbon body is a light prism that refracts light. Once you start to pull your mind back together, you become no longer schizophrenic. That means your soul fragments and particles have been back centered in your one mind, your true mind. Now you're able to direct and manifest the way that you truly desire. But this only comes from the first mind, the pineal mind, which is the psychic mind that sees symbols and understands numerology and mathematics. Understand, take your mind from being all that you were taught when you were growing up. Read these books, expand your mind, manifest, right? Because without higher knowledge, without creating quantum momentum in your thought sphere, in your mental palace, you're going to continue to have that time lag, because obviously the earth is nothing but slowed down particles, slowed down vibration. As you vibrate higher in your thoughts, you manifest faster through that time lag from the fourth dimension to the third dimension. Let's make it happen.